Salut! As you guys know, I did have an interview with none other than Test Drive Unlimited Solo Crown's creative director, Alain Jarniou, who is someone who worked on both TDU1 and TDU2. Now, just like the previous video, I'm going to commentate over this interview, guys, and like I said, I do apologize for the delay, but I had to make it a little bit extra spicy. You can see why now. Let's get straight into it. Hey guys, Alex7 here, and I'm here with none other than Alain Jarniou, who I'm sure you guys have heard about many times. Test Drive Unlimited 1 you worked on, Test Drive Unlimited 2.
I started working on TDU1 from the start, and TDU2, once you've done this surprise for the players, it says, okay, so what was cool for the players, what can we do to make the experience better and go further in aspect of the game that people love to do. So that we started with going in the car dealers, walking around, look at the car you want to buy and see other people doing the same thing. All the social part of the game that was part also of the first one, but has been enhanced in the second one. So when we started working on Solar Crown, just try to focus on what will be a TDU today. So what is cool in TDU? Of course, cars, open world, social. What can we do those things better and what we can hear about the players, because it's been a long time from TDU2, so the time to see what people think about it.
Players can expect to see like updates in the future post-launch.
Oh yeah, because the TDU is a huge game. We worked on many features, also in design. And we have many ideas to make this game evolve, and we know that we also get comments from the community. You know, people want to see things in this kind of game, want to see things in the TDU, and they will try what we make this time. I think that part is so cool. I want more of this. We have a plan for a year of updates, but we will also listen to the community and surely modify the plan according to how people play the game, what they like, what they want, more or less, so we can make the game evolve. And of course, you can imagine with the avatars, with the clothes and the cars and all the stuff will be updated and enhanced in the game.
I have a strong faith that's what you guys are going to do. I've seen it before, so I'm excited to see it again. So that's pretty interesting. Now, obviously, guys, that doesn't mean they're going to update the game for a year and then just say bye. No. Normally when games come out, and before games come out, you have to think of a DLC plan, and this stuff is obviously all the time thought during the development of the game, because that's how you can't do it. You can't release a game and then be like, I wonder what we should do in 3 months. How are we gonna... Nah, you don't have time to do that. So obviously they've thought about a year so far, and the content that they have for that year is pretty exciting, I'm sure. Again, we did learn from Overtake GG's video, which they took down because they have to post it tomorrow for an embargo. But I already told you guys in the last video what they said. They said that every 3 months there's going to be major content updates. Let's continue on though. Another thing I want to talk about, because I'm sure you guys on my channel, they'd hate me if I don't mention this. So Tenerife, I just want to really capture your thoughts on the community's reaction.
On Tenerife?
Yeah, on Tenerife. We'll start with Tenerife first.
I can tell. Tenerife, to be fair, to be honest with you, when we started working on TDU2, we searched for an island, a cool island, in terms of location, in terms of spirit, in terms of size also. And Tenerife was one of our choice on TDU2. And then we sent people there. You know, artists and designers to see how is the environment, is it cool or not. We changed the idea because in terms of gameplay, you know, there's a big volcano on the island, and roads around the volcano. It was not the best driving experience that we could provide for the game. That's why we just canceled Tenerife 14 years ago. It was interesting to see your comments on Tenerife, and so you were right. That's
somewhat, guys. I was halfway there.
At some point, it's a good idea. That's an idea that we stopped many times ago.
And Hong Kong Island, I guess that's why you guys chose, because the driving experience on that island, the density, it's something that, again, no one has really created before. Despite the size, once you see the island for yourself, especially when you play the game, it looks a lot larger, and that's even an understatement from me saying I've barely driven and explored the whole map. You guys have a little off routes that aren't even on the map itself, you know, that you can travel through and explore, and it's all detailed as well. It's literally every corner of the map has detail.
You know well the island. I mean Hong Kong Island, you spend time on it on Google. You know, it's a very dense island. So there's this north part with the city, dense city, and there's quite a lot of relief, you know, with the mountains and stuff like that, and then the small beaches, small villages. So it's very interesting. But over that, our level designers and artists spend time to put details, like you've done on Google Maps. Says at this place there's a tunnel, there's a small town, there's a beach, there's a small seaport. You know, all these details they spend time to find this location and put it in the game. Even me, I don't know the whole island by heart. On a new version, I discover new places. There's so many things to discover that the exploration of the island will take a huge time, and the player will be rewarded for that.
Okay, so on that topic, guys, the map. Now, again, it's hard for me to like tell you guys without showing a lot of content. Oh wait, hold on. Finger snap, bam, there you go, there's some content for you right there. About the map, like I was telling you guys and pretty much the whole time, as much you just need to look past the size. I understand it's a hard thing to do, you know, the TD franchise always had large maps, but the compromise that was made, honestly, I'm totally fine with it, and some people are as well. You know, it's something that you probably won't really be able to tell until you play it, so you might have to reserve your opinion for then. But guys, literally, when I'm saying every corner of the map has detail, I mean it. There's like, I fucking mean it, bro. I cannot cap, because at the end of the day, like I told you guys in the last video, you're gonna see this map, and in fact, I'm gonna see the map more detailed than when I saw it, because the map is still a work in progress. They're still adding buildings, updating the textures on the buildings, you know, road signs, all that, guys. They're still doing all that. It's alpha build, work in progress, but again, it is an impressive map. It has the most amount of roads compared to Motorfest, Need for Speed, Forza Horizon right now. And of course, the physics of the game also depends on how you can traverse the map. I mean, Forza Horizon, you guys know you can drive supercars off-road very easily. You can cut through the map. Nah, you can't do that in this game, bro. There's mountains, there's ranges, there's a lot, guys. And again, it's hard for me to tell you guys without showing you too much, but there will be a time for that, and I can't wait for you guys to see that everything I've been saying throughout this entire time isn't cap. That's literally what I'm here for. Let's continue on, though. By the way, I am assuming you're a sharp, and that you're choosing sharps or
yes, sharp. Yes.
Sharps?
Okay. I choose the name, so yes.
So I have a question. On that topic, what other than Street and Sharps, what name did you guys have before? Was it just Street and Sharps, and then that was your found decision? Or did you have a different name beforehand?
Well, in terms of design, we've got these two different lifestyles. So that was the basic, and then find a word for that. So I think streets came quite easily. Sharps came a little further. But you know, I'm a French guy. I was not exactly sure. Just sharp sounds very good for me. But I was not sure it was. You never know in another language. But it was. Yes, it was. It's okay.
I told you guys I'm choosing sharps, even though you probably see me represent streets. I'm still slightly undecided. I'll have to figure that out when the game comes out.
It's funny because we ask people in the company. We are quite a big company, and the result was really interesting because we saw that 50% of people want to be streets and 50% want to be sharps, and they start talking. Well, you streets, okay? I'm sharp. Okay. That's funny. It works. It's very good.
Excited for this game to release. Again, huge shout out to Nakan and for sending me out here to KT and interviewing the one and only. Probably gonna go back home now and go on TD2 and think. I'm trying to go back to France now and continue playing. Seeing it for myself, I'm very happy with the direction you guys took, and I wish you the best. Again, thank you so much. I will see you probably at launch or something.
I hope we'll see you before that.
I'm Alex, and I'll see you guys later. Peace. So yeah, guys, that was I guess more of a chat. if you guys want to see a really in-depth interview with Alain Jarniou, Team VVV, or Alain, which Alain, anyways, he will have a very more thorough interview per se with Alain Jarniou. This was just more of a chat, you know, because I already had an interview. Just wanted to have a chat with Alain Jarniou, you know, find out about some little extra details, talk about Tenerife, etc. And again, guys, these interviews weren't scripted. He didn't have time to prepare for his answers. This is all off the top of your head, and I think that's kind of good because it gives you a genuine response, more genuine thing. You don't have time for the PR guy to go and be like, say this, say this, say this. No, this is just him freely talking, and I do quite like that more transparent experience in terms of asking questions and getting responses. Other than that though, guys, I hope you did enjoy this video. Of course, I will see you later on. You already know what it is. I'm Alex7. I'll see you guys in another video. I'm out, guys. Tenerife. I'm a joker, man.